So there is so much happened in this place that I didn't even have time to do my videos. The landlords, they sure keep me busy around the clock because there were a lot of issues. And now I realize in long term, this is not going to be a good situation for me because as soon as I move in, things starts changing. And first she tell me it's quiet and clean. As soon as I move in, I realize the other roommate, he's there, and the bathroom was dirty, and there was a bunch of issues. And so in long term, this year 2026, now we are in July, and it's been such a long-term moving, I can call it the moving year, because every place I live tops a month and a half, 2 months. And this one, I paid her the rent for a month, but I realized I can't live like that for long term. And it's not gonna be long term for me to live in a place where I'm gonna be sharing the bathroom. It's like temporary until I find a place that has more privacy, but I'm not finding that place yet. But it's like I'm constantly moving. So, to make the long story short, it's about the same as the other places. Like the landlord is always neglecting. And there was an issue with the bathroom. She didn't call a handyman to fix it. And, you know, those things she's supposed to take care of, and then she don't live there. It's like her daughter is in and out, and then she comes twice a week, and then there is this guy roommate. um, so he was talking on a speakerphone like 11 o'clock at night, and she told me he's very quiet because he works the next day. So all those things they tell you in the beginning, and then later you find out after you move in that that's not the case. He stayed on the phone till like 12:30, and then she wasn't there. So I call her, she don't answer the phone, things like that. It's like mismanagement. And this happens after I move in. They don't take care of the place. So now I'm stuck. But then I told her, if you can prorate, she agreed. But now I'm back at hunting. Instead of looking for a job, I went to apply for a job at Sam's Club, and so now I'm waiting on that. But in the meantime, I was gonna go and do my other the schooling, so I can start doing that. But now it disrupted that, like it's like disruptive. So now officially this year, I can call it it's like the bad year of moving, because I moved. I think I moved so many times. I think at least like from January till now, I moved so many times. Twice a month, I moved, and yeah, so many. It's the same reasons basically, but different. Like different category. Either it's cleanliness, the noise. Oh, and then there was the light, the city lights shining. She didn't have drapes, like darkening drapes. So my room was like shining, the bright light. Can you sleep with the lights on? Nobody can sleep with the lights on. So she's supposed to do that, but in the end, I had to go get cardboards from Sam's Club and put it on the window to block the light. There is a light, what you call it, from the city that shines in the neighborhood, and it was on the backyard, and it's so bright. Especially now they use the LED. It's not like 20 years ago they had those bulbs what was like very soft light. This was so bright. I don't know how many lumens. So it shines the whole neighborhood, and it's like right there, and it kept me awake. So that one was disruptive. Second one, the roommate keeps talking on the speakerphone. It is so rude. You have to tell somebody to be considerate. It's like, I always feel like an outcast. I came from outside into their territory, and somehow they make you feel like you don't belong here, but you're just here. It's like they're doing me a favor to let me live there and pay rent. So I don't know. People don't have manners. It's like you have to tell them to have manners. So this guy roommate, it's like I had to complain to the landlord to tell him to keep the noise down, not to talk on a speakerphone. So now it's been quiet, but then it was disruptive for the whole time. For the whole time I'm living there. It's not even been a week. There was like a bunch of problems. And I didn't have time to do my videos. Like, I don't want to make videos inside the room because I don't like the room as it is. It's like, it's she had this huge um, mattress, king size in a small room. It's like you can barely walk around it. And you know she shouldn't put that. She should, if she don't want that, she should sell it and put like, at least a queen size. You can walk around it, and there's no place to walk. Like, I have to squeeze. You have to have 36 inches between a furniture and a mattress in a room. I studied interior design way back, not in college, but at technical school. So you have to have some space, to be able to walk around in a room. You can't squeeze, when you're walking and bumping into the furniture every time. So, yeah, so all they care about is collect the rent, and you just have to, they think of it like this is their home. You have to live with their whatever they're doing. And that's not right, because I'm paying her expenses, the monthly whatever expenses, especially now that it went up. So anyhow, I wanted to keep you updated. So now I'm hunting for another room. It's, this year has been horrible. Like, this is July, end of July. All I'm doing is looking for a room, finding a place, moving out. Looking for a room, and then I find a place. As soon as I move in, the landlord is messed up, as with the roommates, along with all that. And eventually this is not going to work out for me. I have to have some privacy. I don't want to share the germs. So, but she told me this guy, he's not even home, he's always at work. So I'm assuming he's a decent guy, and he's considerate. If he's an employee, so he knows how to follow rules. So anyhow, so that's what's been going on. And let's see, hopefully I'll find a place that's stable somewhat, so that I can do something else with my life, other than playing games with the landlords all my life. But yeah, I'm looking into it. So let's see what happens next. Anyhow, well, this is what I have for you today. Please put a like and subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.